Winters in Maine are long and cold. Snow falls in October, often covering the land through March. It takes a lot of energy to keep the state warm and running in winter. Carolyn Thompson, here with husband Ray, Maine natives, knows that. And that's one reason the two invested $30,000 in an alternative energy company with a new windmill technology.
Green energy was just everybody wants green energy, and they're just so hopeful that green energy is going to be the answer to our environmental problems and money problems, and it just seemed to fit the bill.
It sounded too good to be true. It was. The alternative energy company was a scam. There were no new windmills, just a slick-talking con man by the name of James Rivera, who stole from Carolyn and many others.
He was very convincing that he had all the ducks in a row. He had them all in place, had the big names.
The company, Almighty Wind, looked great on paper. Good scams usually do. Carolyn, who volunteers at her church, heard about the deal from a trusted friend, and that was good enough for her. She never really checked out James Rivera or saw whether the investment was registered.
In the case of the Thompsons not only were brought in by their friends who had a common interest in green energy, but they in turn brought others into the scheme. That's how that whole concept of social consensus works. The idea is that like-minded people who have similar interests and who know one another and therefore trust one another become interested in something that might turn out to be a scam, and in this case did.
Carolyn and Ray had hoped the wind energy investment would provide a nest egg for the children and grandchildren. They have learned hard lessons.
I'll be a little more skeptical of investments. Is check with some state organizations to see if they're registered.
As for James Rivera, he was convicted of fraud and is serving a 12-year prison sentence.